The hillsides near the Douro River in northern Portugal have been growing the grapes used to make port wine for centuries. The area has UNESCO World Heritage Site status and is home to the vineyards of the Newport winery. The new building was built in part with European Union funds. The family business is in its 5th generation and is now headed by Dirk Newport. He says subsidies from Brussels aren't always good news.
EU money is given to tear out old vines and plant new vines. So people begin replacing old vines just because of the subsidies.
Old vines like these are the treasure Newport wants to protect and sustain in this economically troubled region.
Our future is our individuality. We have 85 different grape varieties here, in a region that can produce incredibly interesting wines.
And he's been demonstrating the potential. Why just grow port wine, he thought, and today his primary and best-selling product is red table wine.
The label aims to communicate pleasure, openness, something that's fun.
Dirk Newport wants to be original and experimental. That's made him a model for this struggling corner of Portugal. A few kilometers away, communities like this one, Alijó, supply Newport with grapes from old vines. Tradition and modernity, says this rusty sign. The only modern sight here is the EU-financed swimming pool. EU subsidies are everywhere, but they create precious few jobs. The average age in this picturesque area is very high, a legacy of massive migration to the cities. Those who remain, like these young women, are interested in old traditions. They're eager to learn and preserve regional cuisine.
Without agriculture, there would be no jobs here. Young people have to go to the city to find work.
The mayor wishes more vintners would come up with inventive ideas that might bring more life into the town.
We're banking on our historical and cultural heritage. For example, we're trying to bring wine and tourism together so that our community will soon do better.
Luis Barros is doing just that. He's opened up a wine museum. Here he wants to show how the grapes were traditionally tread. His robots still seem a little stiff, though. But the biggest attraction is the wine tasting afterwards, anyway.
It's very difficult to invest here in the countryside, but it's worthwhile. I was almost bankrupt and had lots of problems, but I still managed to open this museum. And in the first year, we already had 3,000 visitors.
Dirk Newport has had his breakthrough. His red table wine sells all over the world. He knows you have to invest more than money in the beginning.
People laughed at me and thought I was crazy.
It's people like Dirk Newport who will provide promise and opportunities for the next generation in Portugal.